All right, what's up, y'all? So AEW All Out just went off the air. I just got done watching the media scrum. It ended really abruptly because either Tony is trying to sell how violent this show was tonight, because damn it was, or there's something like wrong. And I don't want to think there's something wrong, but I honestly think he's just trying to sell how violent this night was, because this was such a weird, and I don't even mean weird in like a negative connotation. All In was a great show. All Out was a great show. But it was like two different kinds of great, you feel me? Like, All In was just like, I feel like it was a really big celebration of AEW wrestling, feel me? All Out was just like, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like violent, And it was interesting because like it didn't really get to that point. Well, I'm lying. Willow and Chris knocked it out the park. Their match was violent as all hell. But it seemed like the matches that weren't violent, it like lost it for me. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of Bryan and Jack Perry, because that was cool and that wasn't really that bad. Mercedes and Cheetah, MJF and Daniel Garcia, I enjoyed the ending with the power driver. The match itself, But bro, the last two matches of the night, and not even like Bryan and Jack Perry itself, just what happened after the Bryan and Jack Perry match. As soon as I saw Mox come out and like stand guard of Bryan, it didn't feel right. Everyone was smiling weird. Wheeler Yuta looked like he was terrified. They attacked Bryan. Mox put a bag over Bryan's head, and then what happens when that happened. You know what I'm saying? And that was something to see. And then we went from that all the way to to Swerve and Hangman doing everything besides the M word to each other in that unsanctioned cage match. Because the moment a needle came out, I was like, okay, the cinder block, everything else, I was like, this is the needle. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Wait a second now. I'm sure commentary sold it. I was watching it on mute at the time. So I was looking at it. I don't know if he actually punctured him. I don't know. And then one of the most gnarly chair shots I've seen, I want to say, in my life. Hangman hit Swerve with all of that chair on all of Swerve's head. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, and like the way they showed it on TV, the impact, you couldn't really, like they cut for some reason, they cut to like a wide shot of the crowd. It was I don't know why they cut like that. But I didn't see the shot for real until people's videos of the shot happened, like people in the crowd. That was freaking brutal, bro. Now, again, I think what they're trying to do is just like sell how violent All Out was tonight, because All In and All Day, two totally different shows. You know what I'm saying? But like watching the media scrum, I would be lying if I said I didn't feel like a bit uneasy about how it ended, because like usually they have like the wrestlers interview and stuff like that. Tony did his thing. He answered a few questions. He always kept referring back to how worried he was about the wrestlers. Then he dipped off, Renee said it was going to be short and sweet due to what happened. So, I mean, I think we're possibly getting worked, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm always praying for the well-being of the superstars. But, yeah, I don't think we've heard anything about the well-being of Bryan, and Hangman's obviously okay, I think, but Swerve was, I know half of that is selling, but the other half is like, nah, he actually hit me with that chair, and it was nerve-wracking for a little bit. And I guess I spent so much time not seeing like unprotected chair shots. I haven't seen an unprotected chair shot in I don't know how long, at least from like the big companies, But yeah, Hangman and Swerve was freaking brutal. And that's the way to blow off a match. I didn't think Swerve was going to win at all. But Swerve lost. And that was just that. That was that. So This isn't a full AEW show review. I just wanted to give y'all like my raw thoughts on the show in totality. It wasn't a bad show at all. Again, I'd much rather watch All In again. You know, All Out was just like, oh God, they were wilding. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know how you feel about it, man. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about the show. Again, not a bad show in the slightest. I just think that I want to know if they're trying to just sell us something, you know? I want to know if they're just trying to sell us something with the whole, with the angle of Swerve getting his head completely jammed into his neck, you know, and with Bryan being put down like Mox did. So, I don't know. And MJF with the power driver. Tonight was just, we're going to hurt. Tonight was just violent night, you know. And it's a good thing and a bad thing, you know. So I don't know. But y'all let me know how you felt about it, man. Yeah, tonight was an AEW show. If I can give y'all one statement on tonight, was an AEW show that I'm not going to forget for a long time. But again, hopefully safety for all the superstars involved tonight. Shout out to the cleanup crew because they cleaned up pretty fast after the street fight. After Chris and Willow, they cleaned up pretty quickly for the Fatal 4-Way. So shout out to them too. Shout out to the crowd. The crowd was cool for what I saw. Cause like the last two matches I think I watched with no sound, but from what I saw, the crowd was cool. But yeah, this tonight just took me back a little bit. Cause like, damn, that shit was just crazy. But I'm definitely gonna watch Dynamite. Cause I do want to see the fallout from what that was tonight. You feel me? But I'm seeing a lot of very different opinions about the show. Some people absolutely hated it. Some people loved it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what every wrestling pay-per-view said. I don't think that's really nothing to write home about. But anyway, y'all let me know how you guys felt about AEW All Out tonight. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new, subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below what kind of video you want me to do next. I said, I love you guys, and I will see you next video, man.